2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab your crucifix. 7.
Mother-in-law lounge, come on down. Next time you have a jam, it's the place to be. In New Orleans by Kermit, Tremaine, Mother-in-law lounge. Bam!
In the family business New Orleans, David Banner, aka Jean LeBlanc, he takes us behind the scenes as he's on a mission to find out exactly what happened to his brother, who was mysteriously murdered in the casino in New Orleans. He wants to know who done it and why. There is something that's completely off here. Something ain't right in the buttermilk. And in the show's synopsis, we know that he went to Midnight Blues, the casino owned by Marquise and Big Shirley and her brother, and he's looking for answers on what happened to his brother, and he's coming up short. Now, it's my prediction. Maybe it's an obvious one, but why would Big Shirley send Marquise, her son, away conveniently after the murder took place? Usually when things like this happen, hiding bodies, covering up murders, the men in the family, they would usually stay in the city or at the very least stay as close to the house as possible to do two things. One is to look after the women, and 2 is to make sure that all of their assets were protected. But instead, Big Shirley does the complete opposite and sends Marquise away to Virginia to be with family. And Big Shirley don't really scare too easily. So for her to send Marquise away is huge. That tells us exactly why she was sitting at the bar, smoking a cigarette, shaking like a leaf on a tree when Jean LeBlanc entered the casino. Well, I don't really know if she was in fact smoking a cigarette, but it sounded good, didn't it? But when he does come in, he's coming in hot with a 3-piece suit and tie and the wingtip shoes, okay? Now, just because he lives a very colorful life does not mean that he has to look like the biggest criminal in the underworld, right? Now, just judging from the looks of things, Jean LeBlanc is a real boss with real employees like Quincy Brown. He may be one of them. Quincy is also playing in Family Business New Orleans, and in the write-ups I've seen, Quincy is playing the role of Prince. Yeah, that's kind of all that we know. Now, we see them hanging out here on the set, mean mugging for the camera. Quincy got a suit on too, with the bow tie, okay? So they ain't no street criminal. We can clearly see that. So I'm very interested to know what kind of crime they're really into. As David is seen walking out to the tour van, it immediately reminded me of going on the road with the Sanctified tour with Javon Johnson. Y'all know Richard from The Oval. I was one of his stage managers for the show. Not sure if you guys got a chance to witness this hilarious gospel stage play in your city, but it brings back a bit of nostalgia for me. And listen, you gotta love it, right? You really gotta love it. Being responsible for everything that happens on the stage is one thing, but to be up at all wee hours in the morning is another. You gotta love it. You just got to. But he walked over to meet Mr. Carl Weber himself. And I'm glad that he took this moment to not only to congratulate Carl on all of his successes, but to also remind us that just because you have money doesn't really mean that you have to spend it. I mean, you don't really have to. Check this out.
Y'all, this is what big money look like right here, y'all.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, man. I want to ask you a quick question.
Go ahead.
How many best-selling novels have you wrote?
28 New York Times bestsellers.
Let me hold some. Real proud of you, man. Tell them who you are.
My name is Carl Weber. I'm the writer and producer of Family Business New Orleans. I'm also the author of 28 best-selling novels.
No cap at all.
And look, a regular dude from Queens, New York.
But this is what I want. That's funny. I was listening to Mobb Deep this morning.
That's great, man. They from Queensbridge.
So this is the crazy thing. This I want to show the kids. See what this man has done, and look at what he's doing right now. Saving money. Look at him.
You gotta do whatever you gotta do, man.
Yeah. Love y'all. Y'all be good.
David Banner had the cast of the Family Business New Orleans wondering, and I quote, what he was on, end quote. And in a recent interview that he did with Beehive, David Banner revealed that he was filming the Family Business New Orleans and Fight Night, the $1 Million Heist, both at the same time. He was on the set with the likes of Samuel L. Jackson, Terrence Howard, Don Cheadle, Taraji, just to name a few. So he spoke of bottling up all of those energies while he was on the set of Fight Night. He held on to it until he got on the set of The Family Business, and then he released it. He just threw all of that technique up, all the actor knowledge right then and there on the set. Just gave it all to him, right? Now, The Family Business New Orleans was filmed against this iconic and mystic backdrop of New Orleans, right? Where every street holds a story and every shadow hides a secret. It added layers of authenticity, which brought together the city's culture and paired it with the Duncan family's fierce loyalty and power struggles. Now, here in the heart of a place known for resilience and magic, the series comes alive, embodying the spirit of New Orleans with every twist and every revelation. And judging from David Banner's Instagram page, we can just imagine the possibility of the Duncans stepping into Kermit's Treme Mother-in-Law Lounge, one of the city's most iconic venues, known for its raw jazz, deep history, and vibrant atmosphere. Kermit's Lounge amplified the energy and the edge of the series, for sure. He took us inside of his trailer, where he was up at all of 3:30 a.m. He has to be on set at 4 a.m. and he didn't get a chance to speak to his fans really long because right after he started the live, he got called to set. And in this next shot, it looks like they may have just wrapped for the day. And again, Jean LeBlanc is dressed to impress, showing off wedding rings, riding down the street. I don't know, is this wifey? And then here he's celebrating with the director of the series, Trey Haley. Oh yeah, and let me give a quick shout out to my good friend Rob Diggy. He's the music composer of The Family Business seasons 5 and 6. We see Ben Stevens, Cousin Curtis. We see Carl again, Leela Rashawn, and the rest of his co-workers. Now, co-workers who clearly appreciate him as an artist, as a member of the Family Business family, right? And just as a man in general. They showed him a lot of appreciation for his birthday. Check this out.
You know, you meet stars in this business all the time, but you truly are a star. Yeah. Inside and out, you're a king. You represent us well. Every time you come here, you treat everyone so good. And we just want to say thank you, want to celebrate you. And without further ado. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
It's hard to get these abs that I got up. I do a little bit. So listen, I told BET this morning, and I told them I wanted to keep it a secret, and I didn't really want y'all to know till it came out. But I'll tell y'all something. A Banner Vision is my dream. There was once a kid. The kid that came in crying uncontrollably to her father, and her father, little black girl. Her father said, "Baby, why are you crying? Why are you crying?" She said, "Dad, are there going to be black people in the future?" And he said, "Why?" She said, "Because I was watching the Jetsons and I didn't see any." Like, I want to do sci-fi. And so every set that I go to, I'm studying the DPs. I'm asking questions. That's why all the camera guys, I'm always asking questions. I'm seeing what actors are really about their business so I can take the mistakes that y'all and the problems that y'all dealing with and hopefully make a group. But I learned something from you all that I've never seen on any other set, and this is no cap at all. And this is what I told BET. Y'all set a family environment. Mm-hmm. And whether y'all mean it or not, I really don't care. Like make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? A lot of me. I know the first time I came on stage after I got through acting, I know I didn't act. I was good. I know I wasn't that good. It was like shit. But listen, I want to tell y'all, so many actors talk about how it's hard on the money side, but when you feed somebody right and you treat them like humans, that goes far. That goes far. Ladies, the reason why I gave y'all the rose that day is because when I first got on set, the energy and the power was here, And I know just because life happens, the energy started dissipating. And I wanted to give y'all a boost to get it back to where it was when I first got here. And I said, let me do for them what they did for me. And one thing I know about women, if the women are happy... Trey started looking to the outside like, yeah, he right. If the women are happy in the house is at peace. So what I want y'all to know in closing, this right here, and I'm dead serious about this. The way that you all made me feel, you all watch what we are going to do with this season. Mm-hmm. Nobody's going to be prepared for what we're about to do. That's right. And so one thing that I want y'all to know, I see a lot of actors when they go on shows that are predominantly white, they move a little bit different. I know y'all was surprised the first day I got here, I was 5 hours early. And I heard somebody told y'all it was better than him being 5 hours late. Because I care about our art. I care about how we look. That's the reason why I'm so serious about this. So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Watch where we about to go. Thank you.
It's a really good feeling to surround yourself with good people. That was really nice. And I had to save this part till the end with our grand marshal here. I don't know if this music has a copyright or not, so I just added it on the end here just in case.